This breakup didn't happen by accident, and it didn't happen just to hurt you. There was something within this connection that needed to show you, even if you couldn't see it at the time. I hate that, don't you? Because then it just makes it so universal. This breakup had to happen so the universe could show both of you something that you wouldn't have been able to experience or know at the time. So let's just do some cards and see what it is that the universe wanted to show you. And I like this because the word self-love comes in, and I don't want to put it into the woo-woo context, because when we go self-love, especially when I used to think of self-love, I thought of the 1970s hippies, and again, I apologize as a reference, not there to disrespect anybody, but that kind of self-love. But actually, this self-love is more about you getting courageous, you connecting with yourself, you focusing on your life, where when this person was around, then the balance might have tipped a little bit more. And this is about reining it back in, and the universe going, you know what? You need to be focused on your own gifts as well, your own growth, and what's going on for you and your life and what you're cultivating. We are on a love reading, so I'm not going into your life, but I'm just basically, touching on it. Cutting ties. Literally, you can't make this up. The ties had to be cut, but not cut in the sense of severed. They're just cut. They're temporary. And that needed to happen. It needed to happen because, one, you need to focus on you. You needed to get your foundations, your grounding, your own life. But from their point of view, they needed to realize your absence. They needed to realize and get to the point of vulnerability. They needed to get to the point where they realized what your absence actually feels like and means to them. Because maybe prior to this breakup, you were always around endings. You were around the vicinity, you were in their proximity, you were available to them. And now you're not. The universe made this happen because you were giving and they were taking. You were giving your time, your emotions, your self, not in a literal way, but in the sense of your vulnerability, your feelings, that kind of thing. And they were taking advantage of it. I don't want to paint them to be an arse, because they have been an arse, but at the same time, taking advantage in the sense of not completely reciprocating what you were giving, not completely prioritizing you and showing you that this was equal. They might have hinted, they might have given little snippets, they might have done a little few things here and there, but the real passion that you guys have on a spiritual, physical, mental, emotional level was not being completely reciprocated. And this is the kind of thing, but this is the reason why the universe severed the ties, because it just, when the balance is not equal, the balance, that give and take, is not happening in the way that it's meant to with regards to that. So they gave you choices. They gave you a hell of a lot more choices. They put you back in touch with who you are, what you're meant to be doing. They might even, and this is a cheeky one, even have brought in a few admirers. I know there's silence, but you know what? An ego boost is a really good thing, especially if you need to take your mind off situations. It's good to know that you are appreciated, admired, and maybe even loved by others. If that, you know, that your current person cannot be the one to step forward. And again, if you are in this situation and wondering why there's connection severed, then you can book a reading. The links are in my bio, but it feels very much that this was meant to happen. This happened for a reason, and most of that reason is for them to get a kick up the backside. It's for them to step forward, but it's also very much about showing you who you are. So you step into your own self and be that beautiful inner queen person that you are. And you, I was going to say take responsibility, but it's not responsibility, but ownership. Ownership of your own life, your own focus, what you're wanting to build and manifest, and knowing, and this is the reason why the many choices, that the universe is putting admirers around your way so that you know. It's not saying that the ties are going to be cut, the other person's going to disappear, because that's still a choice between you two. But it's to give you that confidence that actually, you know what, you're still admired. You haven't lost anything. You will find somebody. But the importance part is that during this separation stage, during this time, this person needs to let go of their limitations, but they also need to start moving forward. And with that, if you would like to book a more detailed reading relating to this, or get, you know, more clarity into the situation, then you can book a reading. The links are in my bio. But equally, if you're already doing it, thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And with all of those things said, I'll see you next time.